Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dragon Talk. How are you? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got a full house today. Sorry about coming in a little bit late. We're 20 minutes late already. We're off the schedule.
Dun, dun, dun. Is anyone going to say it? Is anyone going to say it?
No one's going to say it because they're good people. They are good people who don't think that words like that. Yeah, so we had some technical difficulties. We might still have some when we get to our interview portion, but we're going to make do, record some intros, do some bantering it up. Hi, Shelly.
Hi,
Speaking
Tito.
of banter.
Yes.
Did you see that video I linked to you on the Twitters?
Yes. Oh, my
God. Yesterday? Wasn't that so good?
Yes, it was like the kind of like shaking with laughter
yes.
kind of. And it was so relatable.
Yeah. Yes.
I loved
From
it.
the crying on down.
Yes, it was so good.
We're talking about this. It's called Breaking News Network, I guess, for the College Humor station on the YouTubes. Friends of the D&D community, Amy Vorpal and Erica Ishii, were both on that. And the whole shtick is that you have to read teleprompter material without laughing. And all of the teleprompter material is extremely funny.
It's very good.
And they did
It's an excellent segment.
It's really fun.
Speaking
of segments.
That would be a good one.
Let's just do that.
We would not survive every time.
We would basically try to do a snarf off. Have you ever done that?
Mm-mm.
That's where my friends and I, this was usually late at night after, being drama kids, we would take a full mouth of coffee in your mouth and then stare at each other until one of you laughs.
And spits the coffee out?
Either spits the coffee out or the full point was if you got coffee out the nose.
Oh, okay. So at that point, are you winning or losing? Are you the winner or loser?
I think you're absorbing caffeine faster through your nasal passages,
but
so you're winning.
Out. I guess.
Yes.
I like that. Late at night and you're still drinking coffee. That's
yeah.
such a college drama kid thing to do.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my entire life at the Bickfords in East Lyme, Connecticut.
Wow.
Yeah. They had a smoking section.
Oh, yeah.
Stay in school, kids. We are here to record our intros for Dragon Talk, but you and I haven't really been live streaming together in many weeks.
Why does it feel like it?
It does.
It's probably been 1 week.
No, because we did the Mountain Goats interview not on stream, and then we weren't on Friday. Did we do it the week before that?
I think we did.
Maybe. No, because that was PAX. That was when Gaurav was here, wasn't it?
No.
So time. What?
Really?
What's that?
Gaurav was here week before last.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So
okay.
It has been a long.
Yeah. So how are you doing? How's life? How's the fall treating you?
It's like, it's weird. It's happening.
It's happening.
Part of me is really excited because I love fall.
Yeah.
But then it's like.
We've had some crazy, and this is odd for this part of the country, thunderstorms.
Last night?
Yes. Last night.
See that last night?
I don't know if I'm spoiling anything, but Chris Perkins will be on at 2 p.m. to talk about some lore you should know. But
climate change.
There was some lightning striking near Chris. Yes. Chris Perkins, I think, now has extra superpowers. He already had at least 3 or 4, but now he's in the 4 to 5
Did
supervillain range.
he just stand outside and just go,
Yes, he's like Powder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Powder. He's bald.
Yeah, see, it all fits.
Yeah.
He's Canadian. Wait, was that Canadian? I don't
whatever.
know, but it makes sense.
It's a good Halloween costume for him.
Yeah, so I was making the joke on the Twitter that there's more storm sorcerers are now infiltrating the Pacific Northwest, which is why there's so much more thunderstorms here. Because of the way the climate works, there just isn't usually any thunder around here.
Or lightning.
But it's been a lot the last week.
4 days or so. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. A week ago. It was like a week ago we had that big storm that I missed because I was in a speakeasy.
Are you sure you can tell people that? That's a secret to everyone.
I can't tell you where.
Where was it?
In the Junction.
Oh, I've been to that place many times. Yeah.
I actually love that. They have one of the best entries out of any speakeasy I've been to.
Describe it for our
fans. It's like you go into the back of a restaurant. So it really does feel like you're just in the back room of a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bank of little locker cubbies that would be in a restaurant for the staff to throw in their purse or whatever. And you open up one of those cubbies and there's a doorknob in there. And then you turn the doorknob and then you walk into this beautiful chandeliers and it's really it's small, but it's very, very charming inside.
It's classy.
It's very classy, but all the windows are obviously blacked out, big black velvet curtains. And at one point we thought we heard thunder and we were like, oh, that's weird. There's thunder. And then a few minutes later, people came in and they were drenched.
Mm.
So we were like, well, we can't leave now. Like, let's get another round. Oh, and it ended up 3 rounds. We were sitting there. We walk out, and for the most part, was over. But I noticed I had all these texts from Bart, and he was like, as you can imagine, like, these two are freaking out, meaning Puppy, our dog, and Quinn.
Right.
And I was like, well, why? I cannot actually imagine. He's like, where are you? Exactly. Like, how
Were
are
you in a
missing
bunker underground? Well, kind of. You were.
I was. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we totally missed this. We were at the speakeasy. And for some reason, he thought that I was referring to my neighbor's basement. Like, that's what we call her basement, the speakeasy.
Now you will.
Yes, actually, we do now. Like, that is almost the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like,
Right.
I would have, if I was right next door
Yeah.
in her basement, I would have seen the snarl. But anyway, I'm bummed that I missed it.
I am too. But I'm glad that you got to go to the speakeasy.
I
I just like
French
that.
75s.
Right.
Delicious.
Just having a secret bar to go to in a, not like the junction in West Seattle is like super busy or anything like that, but it can be. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, no, here's our little like
It's
neck
like our
in the
little
woods.
business district.
Yeah. And we brought our friends there when they were visiting in July. But it sucks because as they were like just walking in, being like, where are we going? Somebody came out of that door.
Damn it.
So it
So
like
they missed
spoiled it
the-
right away.
yeah.
Right. And I just went
Yeah.
right in, and then we kind of like closed the door again. They had to like find it again, but it was the magic was lost a little bit.
It is. And for that reason alone, they should have an exit that you have to go out. So you don't
You're
spoil
right.
it.
Yeah.
Although they do have a bouncer there too, apparently. We got there early enough where there wasn't one.
There should be a dungeon master who's being like, nope, don't spoil the story. This story is going to happen for reals.
Well, on the way in, we
Mhm.
passed the escape room. Have you done that yet?
No, there's an escape room?
There's an escape room right in West Seattle.
Oh, can you get trapped there?
I guess. During a big
Is it right
lightning
in
storm.
that?
It's in like, it's right.
Is it a secret? Is
next
it just
door.
like the?
No.
Oh,
So we should do that.
okay.
Okay.
I would love to do that. We'll
So
do
it's
an
happening.
episode of Dragon Talk here.
Oh my God, that would be so funny.
We're trying to figure out how this all works.
We
And
can't get to our guest. Like, we have no idea
They're
how to get to
inside.
them.
We have to get
They're in one
inside.
of these rooms.
That's it. I like that.
Yes. How
Well,
are you?
I'm all right. It's been always a transition from I don't know why, but going from like summertime to kids in school and
Yep, we
working
never
full
outgrow
time. It's hard for the parents, as we were saying.
It's harder on the parents.
It's
for
harder
sure.
harder for us, I think, more than the kids.
As most things in parenting.
Most
are.
life things are
Yeah.
you are the most important part of your life, so
Yes.
it gets very.
so it's
very
always harder. on you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's been a hard transition. But then also we're purchasing a house for like the first time
Yay!
ever
in West Seattle.
in
which
West
is so
Seattle,
exciting.
which is awesome. I do love that neighborhood a lot, but a whole bunch of new experiences coming down the pipe.
Lots
for
of
the Tito
boxes in
family.
your future.
Luckily, we're only going 3 blocks, so we're eschewing all boxes. No, I mean, but
You're going to carry your books one by one.
right, put it in the wagon. And
Oh,
just
yeah, there you go.
drag it down. But we don't have to do the quite crazy amount of
Yeah, no, that's
packing
good.
and everything that we have to do when you're going across the country,
Right.
for example. But yeah, no, it's been fun. Definitely exhausted. You can see it in my eyes and in my soul.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Totally.
We were
I
actually
missed that.
before we even started recording. We're like, can we just take a nap during this podcast? Do you think that would be good content?
Maybe it's like the weather changing. I don't know.
It's all the above. It's all the above. But
Ah.
we have an amazing show coming here for you. Thank you to everybody at Community. That was an awesome episode. We are excited about all of the things that are going on in the Dungeons and Dragons world, and they do a great job of highlighting that. And that was awesome. We are going to record our intros for the next episode of Dragon Talk, and at 1 p.m. speak to Cicero Holmes, Dungeon Master for Season 5 of Rivals of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So that'll be awesome.
First
You'll be-
time DMing.
First time DMing.
Just jump on in, Cicero.
Right.
Just jump on in.
That's right. I mean, now
I'm
you're
gonna get
inspired.
I'm going
I
to get
hope.
some inspiration.
Nice. And then at 2 p.m., I will be talking to Chris Perkins for some lore that you should know. We were brainstorming a whole bunch of new segments that we might potentially do, as well as topics for lore that we'll be peppering in over the next few months. So that's going to be really exciting. Yeah.
Yes, it
You ready
is.
for it?
Y'all ready for this?
I can keep going. So I am also temperature hot right
Yes.
now. So
We
I'm going to
did.
take off this sweatshirt that I've got going on.
Okay.
Just 'cause yeah.
Wow.
Before we get into the real
See,
recording.
Pelham has raised the heat in here on purpose. 'Cause that's exactly what he wanted to
Ooh,
happen.
we should do a Bikram segment.
Hot dragon talk.
Hot talk. Hot stones talk. There's got to be some way we can do that. Or if you're really in hell.
Oh. Yes.
Can they hear this? Guys, turn out the lights, everyone. No, really, turn out the lights.
Time to pumice Greg's feet.
I need some pumicing on my feet.
Let's do pedicures. It is my dream
That's right.
to take Dragon Talk on the road, go on location,
To a
do
spa.
events, like a live Dragon Talk
Yeah.
somewhere, like in a bar,
Yeah.
like in a speakeasy
Speakeasy? Let's do it in West Seattle.
in West Seattle.
Yeah.
It should be in West Seattle because I feel like we talk about it all the time.
For sure.
And then, but we could do one while getting pedicures.
I think that is the content that our fans are looking for.
I think they want us to be happy.
And if you don't, we're going to be mad about it. I
pout.
feel like now I should go look on chat just to make sure you guys aren't like blowing us up.
Just
about
make
things.
sure they're there.
Yeah, are you there? No, nobody's there.
Nobody's. no, no.
We have a half hour now to do our intros and outros. Do you think we should make it happen?
I do.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Y'all ready? Welcome to Dragon Talk. How is it going? This is the official Dungeons & Dragons podcast. My name is Greg Tito, and I'm joined, as always, by...
Shelly Mazzanoble!
Yeah! I feel like you're in the right frame of mind.
I feel like I just got into it. You know what? Hearing your intro just like puts me in a good mood.
Yeah!
Sorry, I did the P thing.
The pop filter is working.
Puts me in a perfect place.
Who's writing this copy that has lots of P's in it? We are super excited, as you can tell.
Clearly.
To talk about what's going on in the Dungeons & Dragons universe.
Yep.
We are talking to Cicero Holmes today.
Yes. Woo!
Fantastic role player, but he has not just, but instrumental in getting him into playing Dungeons & Dragons was us, was our...
Stop it.
Yeah. He had never played Dungeons & Dragons before Rivals of Waterdeep premiere, before Stream of Many Eyes. So very excited for him to begin dungeon mastering for the first time
I want
for
to talk to him about that.
Season 5 of Rivals of Waterdeep, which is happening very soon. I believe September 22nd is the
Whoa.
premiere for that streaming show on twitch.tv/DND. And we're going to pick his brain about how he got into it from us and how the experience of playing has been for the last 4 seasons. And then what was inspiration for dungeon mastering and how that whole thing is going to go.
Give us some tips.
Tips. Basically tell Shelly how to get off her butt and start dungeon mastering again. And what happens when they go left? You never know.
I don't know.
Everything's going to be different.
I gotta go. I'm also going left. My mom's calling. Gotta go.
It's
Bye.
better than going right. So we also will have some lore going on, but beyond all that, we've got a lot of fun stuff coming out in the latter half of 2019 here.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus.
Yes.
September 17th. So by the time you hear this in audio form, it will be out already in stores
you already
everywhere.
You already know the goodness that's in there.
Or the evil, as the case may be.
True. Probably not a lot of goodness in there.
Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus starts in the city of Baldur's Gate in Forgotten Realms, and through several misadventures or adventures, depending on how it goes, you may go into the first layer of hell, the 9 hells rather, called Avernus, and meet all types of crazy creatures here. We've been previewing some of this content both at D&D Live back in May, as well as Kate Welch has been dungeon mastering on IGN, a show called Hellbound.
That's really good.
And all of the terrible descriptions of what is like in hell are real. I'm not real, but they are.
You know for a fact.
They're visceral. You feel them. I think there was clouds of fingernail clippings coming at them and things like that. So it is quite vile and not a fun place to be in. But your adventurers will have to overcome all of that. You're almost vomiting over there in the corner.
Just think about the fingernail or Or like toenails.
Yeah.
You should also hear the sound
Of
when
clipping.
somebody's clipping them, and you know, like, are you seriously doing
my
that
God.
right now, right here?
That's
No.
like not, oh my God, that is gross. It's almost like instead of hearing like crickets happening in the
Yeah.
background, it's like, nope, it's just like
Toenails.
little click, 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 click. And then you realize you're getting hit in the face with like little
That's-
pieces of fingernail.
It would be really
That's hell.
interesting to see like if like there is such a thing as like your own personal hell and the types of things that would show up there to surprise you.
I'm really hoping Dungeon Masters bring that to life. Obviously, there's lots of material in that book and examples, but you're right, bring it to the personal hell.
Make it personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right? And think of all the fun things. I mean, I haven't really even considered this, but you know, if you have a long-standing group or a campaign where many of characters might have passed away, whether they're NPCs or player characters, here's a perfect chance to bring them back. You
Bring
get
them
to
back.
feel their souls and
Bring
what's
them
been
back,
happening.
but like Pet Cemetery. And
Yes,
they're not the same.
They're not the same, or they're in soul coin form, and you have to like put it into your machine.
Yes.
You know, this character that you love playing with in 3.5 era. Oh,
That
by
would
the
be-
way,
oh my God.
Todd
this
Hedron's
is-
soul is powering your Infernal War Machine.
That's so good.
I know, right? I'm doing that when I'm dungeon mastering.
Now I'm
Eh?
liking the idea of like personal hells.
You're getting it.
What does that say about me? That is what would get me excited about being a dungeon master.
It says that you're a creative author type.
Making people miserable
Sounds like you're a mother.
in real life and fantasy. Yeah.
Yes, a parent of any kind.
That's right.
Yes, that's or my kids like to think that I put them through hell,
Well,
but they don't even
you
know.
don't give them cheese sticks. You starve those poor children.
You think you get this cheese stick in Avernus? You do not. All right, it will be melted.
Melty.
You get it, and then all of a sudden it turns to one large fingernail, and you're like, oh God.
Just as you put it in your mouth.
Yeah. So some things to look forward to in Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus.
So gross.
On top of that, we have the Dice and Miscellany set that is coming out on the same day.
It's gorgeous.
I opened this up on D&D News this week. It is, in fact, gorgeous. I
Yep.
love the through line for how Emi Tanji designed all of the graphic art on the package.
She knows what she's
Ooh,
doing.
It's perfect. People are really noticing it. So when it is launched next Tuesday or last Tuesday, depending on when you hear this, pick it up. It's worthwhile. The dice set is awesome, but all the stuff you get along with it is super cool.
Like what?
So you get a felt-lined box that opens up into 2 dice trays.
Awesome.
2
Share
dice
them with
trays.
your friend.
Nice little sound when you roll upon it. There is also a wealth of information, including a map of Avernus that is
So cool.
a little bit larger than the one that is in the book itself, plus lots of content such as trinkets that you might find on people in hell,
All this is in there.
encounters, size comparisons between devils and demons, little bits from Volo, from Volo's Guide to Monsters fame, about each one of the types of devils and demons that you might find in the first layer of hell. So great content, worthwhile for anyone who is interested in playing Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus or likes devils and demons, because I know there's people out there
Yeah.
like that do that. There's also another little bit, not little, but form factor little,
Well, yeah. Its physical size is actually little.
battle for Baldur's Gate.
Yes. The
Tell us about
Dungeon
it.
Mayhem expansion. Our first ever expansion for Dungeon Mayhem.
Now, someone asked this on Twitter, and I answered because it seemed to make sense. But can you confirm that there are now 6 characters that you can play with? So 6 people can play Dungeon Mayhem at one time together?
Not officially.
But, okay, now it's official.
No.
Why not?
Because the rules are still for 2 to 4 players.
Oh, well, how does that change? Tell me.
Well, you now have 6 options.
Ah,
So the thing is, and I answered somebody's question too, was that there's no official rules for 6 players. So if you were home with 6 friends playing it, you are not going to get into trouble or anything.
Shelly's not going to come
but
down.
there is
to game.
no official 6-player rules.
My question is, how does that change if it's from
Keto.
4 players or 6 players? You don't know?
I do know.
Tell me why.
Well, I mean, let's talk after.
Okay. Tell me why. And she won't tell me why. I feels like you have to go on Spoilers and Swag so you can spoil all these things and not feel unhappy about it.
There are not 6-player rules.
What if
included.
there's 7-player
There's actually
rules?
not rules included at all. So if you just bought the expansion and that was your first ever Dungeon Mayhem
Yeah.
game, you don't have the full rules in there.
So you need to have the base
The
game.
base game is where the full rules are, or you can find them on our website.
Oh, okay.
Let's be honest.
Cool. We'll look in there, and then perhaps my question will be answered within.
It won't be answered.
I mean, in the
there.
future. In the future, my question will be answered.
Maybe.
Maybe. ...
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I am going to start playing with my 5 friends, and
You're not going to get in trouble.
I want you to yell at me. I want you to say why.
on your window.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Hey.
There are not 5-player rules in there.
I'm going to burn your house down.
You're playing with too many people.
So what you do get to play with is Minsk and Boo,
Yes.
who are a single character deck
Yes.
in the expansion.
Yes.
And
Jahira, who is a shape-shifting druid. So you may be a human if you're just playing her,
Human.
or you can shapeshift into a wolf or a bear. And then you get to do all sorts of cool things when you're in bear or wolf form.
I like wolves.
Quinn had a lot of fun with that deck. Yes, I let him play it before it's come out. Okay.
What?
Yes.
He's a good playtester. That's why.
He is.
He provides the feedback for the target demo, as they say.
Yes, and I don't say, oh, honey, you're like 10 months too late for that. But okay, I'll go ahead and fix that for you.
Right. I'll put that up the chain.
But he believes that he's the first person to have played it because he knew it wasn't released yet. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe this.
And he's
I
telling
have
all his
this."
friends about it. He's the first person to ever play
Yeah.
it. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the secret. You got to start enrolling your kid at the same school that Shelly's kid's at, and then you'll get all the
Then you
scoops.
get all the, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And you can play Pokemon Go while you're waiting for the bell to ring. 'Cause I do that.
New obsession that's happening.
We are in deep, my friends.
In deep. So that's all happening September 17th. The dice set, the adventure,
Yes.
and Battle for Baldur's Gate. We have another awesome thing, Tyranny of Dragons, a reprinting of the 2 tomes that was the first adventure that was released
Yeah.
for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. There was 2 tomes. There was Horde of the
Horde
Dragon
of the Dragon
Queen,
Queen
and
Rise of Tiamat.
and they are now fused together to
With
be one.
that cover, though. Oh, my God, that cover.
That's so cool, with Tiamat stylized in the Hydro 74 way.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. That would make a really good back tattoo if you're interested.
I just got it. It's really cool. That's why I'm so hot right now, is because no, I should probably take off my shirt so you guys can see
Oh,
that.
yeah. There we go. This whole episode is just about getting Greg to disrobe.
Well, you mentioned the pumice stones. I'm going to take my shoes off.
I'm not doing that.
Slipped off my shoes.
Oh, my calluses are burning. My bunions.
I actually have a bunny. Did you know that?
No. Paul Bunyan?
Let's tell more. So the Tyranny of Dragons comes out on October 22nd, only in game stores. It only has the cover that you'll see with Hydro 74 of Tiamat. But that's not all that's happening this fall.
No.
What else is coming?
November is coming.
November is coming.
And with it, November 19th, big day.
Yes.
Big day in the game stores.
Tell us about it.
Dungeons and Dragons versus Rick and Morty.
Who's going to win?
Only time will tell.
Now, is
You
it
have to play it.
You have to play it to find out.
Tabletop role-playing game adventure.
Yes.
Man, who came up with that?
Someone named Shelley Noble. That is so exciting.
Oh.
The box set will have everything you need to play Dungeons and Dragons in the realm of Rick and Morty-ish.
As the Rick and Morty characters.
We were just brainstorming some potential Lori Should Know segments about what's in that set, because I don't know. I want to know more about what's happening in that lore.
So this is Rick's D&D.
Yes.
You're playing his way. And while he says, like, whatever, Wizards of the Coast, you think you know D&D, but he really knows D&D.
Right.
And the thing is like, it's crazy. Like, his advice can be a little off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of it that I'm like, I think I'd use that. Like, talk about being inspired. I was inspired to be a DM after reading a lot of Rick's commentary.
Sweet.
Yes.
That's what we want.
Yes.
Kate Welch has been putting this all together and making it hilarious.
She really, I mean, we could not have picked a better person to lead this project.
Yeah.
It's very her.
Slam dunk.
Totes.
Swish.
But that whole team was amazing. Ari Levitch and Adam Lee and Jim Zub all worked very hard on it as well.
It looks really amazing. I can't wait. So that's November 19th. Yeah. Look for that. There's also some new episodes for that show coming around that time, right?
Yeah.
So
Like right around.
it'll be a perfect synergy.
What?
Get people excited about the show, and then all of a sudden you can play it with your friends and potentially get people who have never played D&D before into it for the first time. So that's really exciting.
It would be really nice if we could have like a special launch party, like in Seattle.
We're working on it. Well, I don't know. Maybe we will.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't want to hurt anyone's head over there that might be trying to plan something. But it would
Someone
be
over
really
there.
cool.
Just saying.
Oh, I got the double flip off.
What? That's very Rick and Morty-esque.
I was just gonna say I feel like
He's
this
channeling
very
it.
on brand.
Yeah,
Good one.
exactly. Because you said on brand, you get hit with a Szechuan sauce that falls on top of you.
Oh,
It's like you can't do this on television where you say a certain thing.
the slime.
Yeah.
That would be maybe that's like a good segment.
We're
or
going to
a
start
good-
sliming each other.
Yeah.
We'll get Mark Harmon, not Dan Harmon, Mark Harmon in here to host it for us.
It would actually be better if it was Dan Harmon. It would be 1,000.
What if he's doing a Mark Harmon impression?
I love it even more.
Done it. I'm sure he's never heard that joke
You
before.
can't do that on television. Yes.
So that is November 19th. But also, we have another product coming out
Heard of it.
around that time. Eberron, Rising from the Last War.
Yes.
Very excited about this new dip into a setting that has not had any material in it from for 5th edition. We had the Wayfinder's Guide to
Yeah.
Eberron, which was a digital release last summer. A lot of people picked that up and provided tons of feedback to make the mechanics and lore come to life even more so. The hardcover book that is coming out November 19th has 320 pages worth of material that'll be gazetteer about what's happening on the continent.
320.
Yeah, that's a lot, right?
That is so much.
That is a lot.
I know we've commented on that before, but that stood out to me again.
It's true. Well, Dungeon of the Mad Mage is also 320 pages, but so it's that level
Yeah.
of tome that you will get. Again, tons of setting material, lots of mechanics, things that you can add and even pull out and use in any other type of game or setting that you may want. We'll talk more about what's really awesome about that book as we get closer. But one thing we want to note for y'all is a new cover. A cover we announced with back in August is actually going to be used as a Chapter 1 illustration.
Cool.
With some edits to it. But a new cover is on the standard cover that everybody will be able to get on November 19th. It's pretty cool. It's a good-looking cover.
Where can we see it?
You'll be able to see it. We'll go to the Dungeons & Dragons website, dungeonsdragons.com. Follow us on Twitter, @wizards_DND. You'll be able to see that new cover. It'll be repopulated into all of the marketplaces now, so you'll be able to see what that new cover looks like. But we're really excited about it.
Very cool.
It's very cool. And then there's an alternate cover that will be coming out at that same time, but only available in game stores. Also looks very cool. It's got lots of airships and things going on. That is not changed. That is staying the same.
Yes.
Very cool. So look for more information about that on this here podcast as we get closer. We'll do some lore. We'll do some more interviews with Jeremy Crawford and James Wyatt, who are two of the main designers on that book, and it's going to be a super interesting new take on fantasy. It's a more, I want to say more modern, even though it's kind of more like
Right.
industrial, kind of using themes from early 20th century in our world, but infusing that with magic and fantasy. Lots of cool stuff going
That's
on
going
there.
to be fun.
Very exciting. So, speaking of lore, let's jump into some right about now with some Chris Perkins speaking into your ear holes. Bing, bong, bing, bong. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. That was recorded. It has happened.
That was good.
And now we do the mid-draw. Oh, man. I feel like Chris always tells me things I don't know.
But you should.
But I
know.
should know, and now I
And
do.
now you do.
He has done it again.
Once again.
Slammed it shut.
What if all this time he's just like, I'm just going to go in there and make some stuff up.
He's just ripping.
And now it's lore.
I know. It's
Now it's canon.
It is part
he
of the
said it.
canon. It's true. Yeah.
If he's just like, what are we talking about? I'm just going to make it up. We wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know. Actually, no, we would. We would know.
I wouldn't know. The way he says it with authority makes it true.
It's emphatic. Yeah, it's very true. But it is all backed up by fun stuff that is created over the decades from the Dungeons and Dragons community. Speaking of which, a one person that I adore speaking to in the Dungeons and Dragons community is Mr. Cicero Holmes.
Yes.
So let's call him up and ask him all of the things.
Yes.
Yes. Ba-po-dink-ba-ding-doo-doo. Those are the words of a song that I just made up. You ready to do this outro?
I'm so ready.
You're so ready. Dude, we've got this down to a science where we don't even have we used to well, we're doing it now. Never mind.
We used to.
I used to fill the time in between when we did the segments, but now we've got it. We're on.
Early.
Plus, we got 12 minutes where we got to do an outro in 12 minutes.
Okay, we can do that.
Think we can do it?
I know we can.
I believe that we can. Ready?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. What a great... What were you just going to say?
I thought we were doing it. Cut.
Cut it, print it, perfect. And I really enjoy talking to Cicero Holmes.
That's amazing.
So many
He's
great insights into Star Trek, Rivals of Waterdeep, Dungeon Mastering.
Great tips.
You're going to get in. You're going to jump in. I know you are. Do it. Maybe.
I don't know.
That's like the most non-committal thing ever.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mastered the non-committal. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Oh, we should totally get together. Okay, bye.
Oh
my God.
That's
yes.
so funny.
That would be great.
Yeah, call me.
I would love that. Okay, bye.
Is that the Seattle Freeze? You just
I
Seattle
froze
froze
you out.
everybody on Dungeon Mastering. There's so many players that want to
don't-
play with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I totally will.
There's
okay.
a list. Yeah.
Bye. I don't freeze people.
No?
No. I have, actually.
Yeah.
Have you?
No, actually, honestly, I did that more in North Carolina.
Really?
Well, because people were so very friendly there. And
Like, stand back.
we had kids, so obviously that's always like when you're at the playground with like very young kids, like
Yeah.
that's your only social interaction can sometimes be with other parents that are at those things. So I would engage in that way, but then I was like, no, I don't really want to hang out with you. I got other things that I
Like,
got
they would
going
be
on.
like, you were fun to hang out with at this park, so now I'm going to, do you want to come over and have a play date?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing?
Yeah, and I generally would. I wouldn't like try to make it like a much deal, but I was always trying to find ways to be like, yeah, no, okay, see you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this ends here.
Right.
You read the signals wrong, man. You read me wrong.
Right.
I'm not going to your house.
But that's an important thing to do when you're a dungeon master and playing is read the signals that people aren't telling you too. As far as like, are you having fun or are you enjoying your time? And
Right.
That's the subtle art of dungeon mastering, Shelley, that you, I think, have already mastered. You
I
just
can do
don't
that.
know how to apply it to dungeon mastering.
Because I don't know the rules.
It's not about the rules.
Oh. But it is. And you have to. I don't feel like I know anything.
You do know many things. You wrote a whole book about all the things that you know.
I can, as a player,
Sure.
I feel like
There's no diff.
There's no diff. No diff. All right. Well, maybe at the very least, I could try it and write another book about it.
Yeah, there you go. You're like, what I learned about not freezing out my dungeon mastering. See?
Don't freeze out your players.
It just rolls off the tongue, that title.
I do like those long titles.
Let's get Random House on the line.
Let's do this. We got a new edition for your catalog.
I like that voice, too.
That's my author voice. Listen to me. I'm an author.
I got a new catalog edition.
I got a new catalog for you. Oops, I switched. Now I'm the 1930s.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
newscaster.
yeah, right?
We've got breaking news.
You got a career gal.
Yeah.
Fast-talking career woman. Who's that from the Hudsucker Proxy? Did you see that movie with the Coen brothers?
No.
Oh, yeah. There's Jennifer Jason Leigh plays a character who just...
The fast talking cover.
She does that the whole movie.
Oh my god.
It's great.
I can't do it.
I bet
right
my
now.
Pulitzer on it. That's you to a
That's
T.
me.
Add it to the
My voice repertoire.
yeah, I was gonna
I'll
say
put it on my
your
reel.
oeuvre, on your reel, your voiceover reel.
Oh, I had another new voice.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Well, Cicero is jumping into voiceover as well. Maybe he can give you some tips on how to
Alright.
monetize making the
my
things
voice,
happen.
My voices.
All of your many voices in your head.
Hello, this is a new voice.
You're like, I just come up with a new one every day.
You know which one still makes me laugh?
Which one?
When I have to go back and find the podcast. We were a little off the rails. We were talking about Sketchy as a person, and you were like, Sketchy, I never knew you. Or like, what did you say?
The old man voice.
Yes,
What are you talking about?
your old man, Sketchy.
I know.
Sketchy was the love of his life.
I think I said it then, but I still
Well,
will
I
do
don't
that to
remember,
this day.
the exact line you said, but it was really funny.
I don't either, but my kids will often ask for that voice because it annoys my wife so much. like on a visceral level. She's like, shut up. That just makes me so angry when you do
It's
that
your
voice.
future.
I know.
It's the future Greg.
Old man.
Man, that's why Fiona's trying to fix you up. She already knows your future.
that it's not going to work out.
When you're old and you got hair coming out of your ears.
Roll
and
the
Aaron's
die.
like, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah.
Fiona's going to be like, remember that neighbor? Oh, wait, she has the voice now, too.
She's got the mixture between the old person and the fast-talking career gal all in one.
That's kind of Fiona.
Yeah, that is pretty much her.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Yeah, she's so funny.
She is a good one. We're going to get into dungeon mastering with her when we get the new house. So we got like a whole game room figured out. We're going to make it happen.
Oh, man.
Lots
I
of
want in
neighborhood
on that
games.
game.
Yeah, come join. See how the magic is done.
Also, Bart discovered that owl picture that Edna made for us
Yeah?
looks like one of the owl characters in Pokemon.
It does?
Yeah.
That might have been inspired. I don't know.
I don't know. He's like, maybe Edna can start drawing Pokemon.
I know. I posted something about Edna doing a angel and a devil, and I'm like, she's ready for Avernus.
Wow.
She is ready. Just in the brain.
You have like seeped into her brain.
Yeah.
Maybe she listens to lore. You should know.
I think she does. That's where she gets it all.
Do you also know, random fact,
Yeah.
that you were the first people I knew that had an Alexa?
Oh, really?
Because when we went over to your house once and you were like, Alexa, turn on blah, blah, blah playlist or something, I was like, who is Alexa? Like,
Oh, I remember that.
who's he talking to? And then music came on. And
Yeah.
I was still like, I still don't know who Alexa is. Or
Why?
like, how come I didn't see this person come in and turn on the music?
That was when we took the picture of Quinn and Fiona and Edna at the
Oh,
small
at
table.
that little table.
Right.
Oh, my God.
When I
that's
first moved here.
right.
That was like a few months after I moved here.
Yeah.
They were babies. They were babies, and now they've grown into
They were babies.
slightly bigger babies.
Still babies.
They're still babies. So how can people get in touch with you to find out about the rules of Dungeon Mayhem?
How dare. We can talk on Twitter. It's fine. At Shelly Moo.
That's where you are. Okay, good. Good
What
to
about
know.
you? Where
I
are
am
you?
at Greg Tito, and you can ask me anything you want, and I will most likely give you an answer.
Will you?
Most likely.
Okay.
I'm also Greg_Tito on Instagram. Follow me there for pictures of my children and their drawings of angels and demons.
And
like
your
I
new
said.
house?
And my new house, exactly. We'll be doing more stuff in there in the West Seattle area.
Don't post your address.
I'm starting up a new campaign where I'm a player for Baldur's Gate
No
Descent
way.
into Avernus,
Did you
also
finish
in West Seattle.
Waterdeep?
No, I'm still dungeon mastering
Oh, you're doing both?
that one, so I'll be dungeon mastering that and playing in another one. I'm very excited about my character. I'll talk more about it on future podcasts.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun. And of course, if you want to find out about all the things Dungeons and Dragons, you can go and download your Dragon Plus app on your phone, iOS, Android, some other type of phone that I don't know about but exists somewhere. I'm sure you can get it on there. Or if you want to get all that content on the web, it's at dragonmag.com. Every 2 months, Bart Carroll puts together an amazing issue along with Matt Chapman to give you previews of things that are to come, as well as lots of great visual stuff that you can only
is
get
very
on Dragon Plus, including maps and artwork and things like that. So do it. Lots of great stuff coming out in this new issue that will be available very soon. So do that. And then, of course, DungeonsandDragons.com is where you can get all the latest product information, too. So do that. And then if you are worried about some type of cave-in from all of the thunder and lightning that's been happening
Who
in the
knows
Pacific
what
Northwest,
That's done.
you should probably... What, can you look at that?
Yeah.
We're
This
gonna-
one looks a little loose. I'm just going to put it back there.
Yeah.
See if that
I feel like I should take off the
holds.
pop filter. Oh, God! I'm dying! Goodbye. Acting.
And scene.
I wasn't actually dying.
You're
But I
alive.
convinced you. Thank you. We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Those intros and outros have been troded. That's not a
I
word.
forgot to mention something.
What did you forget to mention?
Extra life.
Oh, I forgot to mention it too. Extra life.
Extra life.
Oh my gosh, there's so much I wanted to do about that.
Oh.
We lost-
Do you have a page? You have a page.
I
Your
have a
own
page.
I have a page.
Yes.
I'm not saying like you have to choose between us if you want to donate.
We're thinking about doing a clerical error reunion tour for
you totally should.
for Extra Life to donate for the kids. We've been doing it for 7 years. This is our 7th year. Raised more than $500,000 over that time, and we want to raise even more for the kids.
Yes.
Seattle Children's
I want
Hospital.
to help. I want to do my part.
check out, if you guys are watching, you have not checked out my page, there's a way for you to be interviewed here on Dragon Talk. If you donate for the kids, it's up there.
I have some good rewards too.
What are your rewards like?
I've got some like autographed board games coming at you.
What?
Yep, I got some Rick and Morty that you can get.
Yeah.
Some Dungeon Mayhem.
Nice.
There's also a bunch of things how you can help me customize my character.
That is also super fun.
I know I'm an Eric Hokra because the lovely Christy has turned me into one.
Yay, Christy.
And but I'm like a flamingo. I mean, obviously.
Like a flamenco dancer?
Flamingo.
Oh.
Maybe I'm also a flamenco dancer.
Oh, I think you should be a
But
flamingo
you can
dancer.
like customize this character with bonds and
Well,
flaws.
I'm going to
and all that.
donate into you being a bard of the dancing.
I'm going to donate to yours and be a guest on Dragon Talk.
I'm going to interview me.
I will.
All right, let's make it happen.
Okay.
But yeah, no, a little bit of a higher price point for those, but we wanted to make sure it was
Mine
was
are not.
worth the while.
Mine's not.
But you can also donate, I think, $100, and I will read a 100-word message. Within reason. I'm not going to say anything that's offensive or wrong or anything like that. But here on Dragon Dog, I have one person who has donated that
No
so
way.
far. And I was kind of saving up a few, but I might just do that next time just so we get more people excited about it. But 100 words, I will say for you if you
No
donate
way.
$100 for the kids for extra life.
What if somebody like had you like do like a marriage proposal or something?
I would totally do a marriage proposal.
That would be amazing.
I can get married twice.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I can't. That's
I mean, according to Fiona.
yeah, we
yes,
got
you
good
can.
matches all around.
Yes.
All it takes is $100.
Christy,
Yes.
I've already mentioned.
Yeah.
Who has named my character and gave me my character race, and but I've also gotten donations from Caleb and Chris.
Shout out
And
to
I would
Caleb,
like to
Chris,
thank
and
them
Christy.
very, very much for that. So
You are all good people who start with a k sound.
seriously, it's a crazy for Dragon Talk. Came up with a new
That's
jingle.
it. New jingle. All right, we are going to take off for a little bit. We're going to break. We're going to get Cicero Holmes on the line and interview him. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Bye bye.